welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it's Saturday. That means it's all things Spectrum Art Creations, or SACS. And I have a SACS haul today. Actually, I have a compilation of 3 orders. I never did get the one from March 7th. That tracking is still showing that it is in transit, but we don't know where it's in transit to. Just last time it hit anything was in Kansas City. So we're not holding out any hope. In fact, my local post office has closed the case on it, and now Bernie is working to try and get an insurance claim filed, and they're fighting with him. So, with that note, I had my last 2 orders from SACS shipped via UPS. I trust UPS. Yes, it costs me more, but at least I know I'm going to get it, and Bernie and I don't have this hassle with not getting orders through because the post office isn't doing their job. On that 1-minute note, let's see what I've picked up the last couple times. I think let's go with the one I just recently received. It's the smallest one. And I spent almost $10. I spent $5 more to have this shipped UPS than I did USPS for 2 paper pads. Now I have the bigger pads of these, I think, and they should be, if I do, they're over here in the box. But this was from Easter Memories and Easter Village, and these were supposed to be part of an April or maybe May, I think it was an April challenge, that between Bernie and I back and forth trying to figure out what to do with this, I finally just got it in. But I will still use the papers. That's not a problem. And I can still use them for a SACS challenge. It just won't be for that specific challenge. Okay, so then let's go to the one I think the rest of it's in. I have this bag of stuff from an order. And let me cut the excess off of here. I have a metallic gilding polish. In the silver, they call it Silver Dream. And then I ordered a bottle of Cosmic Shimmer. I love this glue. Remember, this is the glue that you can use on acetate and any kind of slick surface, and it will hold. The company is closing its doors, so I went in and ordered what I could. And while I have that out, in a follow-up order, I went back in and I ordered this one. This is Glitzy Green. And I ordered Dark Cherry. Now I have a red in this, and I have another color. But I really like working with these. So I grabbed colors I thought I would use the most. So I have those. Okay, now back to the box. And this had lots of stuff in it. Okay, so here's that Easter Memories 12 by 12. Here is Bunnies and Blooms. Now, these are both from Photo Play, I believe. No, this is Paper Rose. This is Photo Play. And then I got this backgrounds paper from Graphic 45 called Spring is in the Air. And to go with that, you see what I can get a hold of here. I also ordered their Spring is in the Air chipboard pack. So I had embellishments to work with. So I have those. And one of those goes with that paper pad. Let's see, did I have any other papers in here? No, no more papers in here. At least not big ones. So let me see if I had any of the others. Oh yes, this chipboard goes with the Easter Memories, and then we have the Easter Memories in the 6x6, 3/4 design, 3/4 design. I think this one goes with Bunnies and Blooms, maybe, or maybe it was just an Easter one. Yeah, I think this is just an Easter one. And see if I've got anything else. Oh yeah, this one goes with Bunnies and Blooms. And this one I think goes with Bunnies and Blooms. And then I won this one in a giveaway. So lots of papers and stuff to play with. Let me pile these back up. as best I can. And I think this one, I just got the 6x6. That's all I needed with that one. So I have all kinds of Easter stuff, which is okay. Even though these challenges are over with, I don't have a lot of Easter papers specific. So these were good to have on hand. Let me move these. Just like that. Then I picked up a couple of things from 3/4 Designs. Mocha Fix. Now this is the Tuck and Play cards. Tuck and Play cards include 24 5.5 by 3.5 double-sided cards, plus 24 ATC size double-sided cards. And so there's 24 designs, one copy of each design per size. And there's, let me pop them out of here so you don't have the glare. This is an example of what we have in this package. Lots of coffee, lots of chocolate, and it will work beautifully with, I think it's Craft-A-Clock that I have in coffee. Same way with this one. This is 6x6 double-sided sheets. So I got those. Then I ordered these for a class, and they are tags, to do layered tags, and I will link, I'd like to say I would link Maddie's video down below that she did an extremely beautiful one of these using kind of a steampunky water thing, but I think it's only for members in her academy classes. But if it's available to you, I will link it, but I will also link the information about joining the academy where you have access to exclusive classes. Oh, here was another one of the Tuck and Play. Apparently I ordered 2 of those because I really like my Tuck and Play cards. And then I have a napkin pack, which was supposed to have been for a challenge, but that's okay. I don't have any of these napkins. Do I need more napkins? No. Do I have these? No. Did I want them? Yes. These are going to be so pretty. And then I got some of her, I got the Pirates of the Caribbean playing cards. I got 2 sets, so I've got, I thought there was 4 in each one, but I guess there's only 3 of these. So I got 2 sets of these. In case I wanted to do a Pirates of the Caribbean or just a Pirates in general. Then I have these Birds on Twigs charms. And I have mushrooms on charms. And I got 2 packages of those. Because I had an epiphany, so I had to make sure I had enough for what I have in mind. Okay, so that was all of the big box order. Okay. Then I had this one from 3/4 Designs, Grandma's Garden from Paper Boutique. And this one is the big 12x12 of the Mocha Fix papers. Now these came with 2 A4 die cut embellishment sheets that I wouldn't have gotten in the 6x6. See if I can get this open so I can get rid of the glare. Yeah. And try not to drop them. That's the tricky part. And as I recall, she showed this one off and I said, Maddie, feel free to give me the one you had opened. But I don't think this had been opened. So we have these strips. They are 3 and 1/8, so figure 4x12 of some nice background sheets. They're one-sided to work with this. So they can work with these, they can work with the Tuck and Play. Then we have these 12x12 scrapbook layout ideas. That's what I'm trying to spit out. And here are the papers. Here. As well as the embellishment sheets. There's those 4x12s. And then there's some of the punch outs that are already coming out. Leaves. And that leaf goes in there. Then there's this one that I've lost stuff out of, which I have this, and I have a coffee mug, iced coffee, leaves, the big heart with the coffee beans, old-fashioned hot chocolate open daily. I may turn that into something on my hot cocoa bar for Christmas. And then we have Coffee Lover. Let's see if I can lay these down without losing everything. And then there's these. Now these do need to be cut out. These are not punch outs. These do need to be cut out. And I love these. This will be gorgeous on something to make one of these to put on my hot cocoa bar. And then we have these. And these. Because it's always time for coffee. And more of those florals and leaves in that same color combination. Okay, so we have that. Then we have the papers. And these are going to be really hard to show on camera, but they are double-sided. I love this one. Life is too short for bad coffee. Happiness is a warm cup of coffee. Good sayings all the way around. And then I have this one. I love this one with the wording in the background. But, you know, you can look at these and it can show you how you can layer these to make them your own also. I can show that one has the stripes on the back. Then there's this one. Forget love, I'd rather fall in chocolate. And chocolate is happiness that you can eat. Amen. And then there's the back side of it with the stripes going the other direction. And we have this one. I just love how they brought the florals in with the coffees and the chocolates and the bonbons. And then there's that one. And then there's this one. Chocolate is my love language, and coffee is my love language. With the espresso machine down here in the corner, the coffee rings, and there's those florals again. I'm saying this with some of my coffee stained papers. My to-go cup. There's a big version of that clock. I like coffee because it gives me the illusion I might be awake. And there's that band across the bottom. And then there's the back for that. Okay, here's this one. With the cookie jar, the brownies, the coffee beans, the florals, the coffee rings. A cup of joy in a world of chaos, finding place in every sip. Peace, in every sip. Coffee, chocolate, and treats. And then there's this one that's all the wording. Really hard to decide how you want to use the pages, isn't it? I like these because this could almost be cut apart. This could be a nice tuck. This could be a nice tuck, fussy cutout. And at the bottom it says, rise and grind, it's coffee time, and life is sweeter with chocolate. And then there's that green. I really like that sagey green that they've added to this collection. And then here are tags in 2 different sizes and styles. So I really like these too. So that is the last Saks haul for a while. I got to get stuff put up. I'm not going to have much of a chance to play with stuff other than small projects because I have 3 writing conferences between now and the middle of July. Then I get a little bit of a break and we're going to get the Grand Girls, and then I'm back out to another conference in October. And I've got a book to finish, a book to edit, and a book to start that I need to get published. So it's going to get kind of crazy around here. I will be in here on the crafting as soon as I can. In the meantime, please remember to like, to share, subscribe, and I will see you back here next week. Creative blessings.